Hey everyone, for this Superman Analog video, I want to talk about one that I've been saving for a special occasion. Today I want to talk about Icon. Icon was part of an imprint of DC's in the 90s called Milestone, which was a creation of the legendary Dwayne McDuffie. The line was explicitly designed to address characters of color, something that DC needed. Icon was very Superman-esque on paper, but the details are where you get a really interesting character. He's an alien from a destroyed ship who crash-landed on Earth in an escape pod. In order to survive, his ship modified him to look like a child of the local populace, but he happened to land in the Deep South during the times of slavery. The character went on to live undercover among humans and moved through the generations until we got to the 90s, where the story began. A young girl is with a group of her less than reputable friends and breaks into the house of some rich lawyer. But that lawyer turns out to be superpowered and forces them to flee. Everyone else is terrified, but the girl is inspired and tries to convince the lawyer to go public. See, the lawyer is that alien. He lived through times of hardship, but has gone on to be really successful and lived a centuries-long life of luxury, Connor McLeod style. However, he's eventually convinced to try and become a symbol of the potential of the people, an icon. The girl, Raquel, is given some alien tech and joins as Rocket. The duo presents a fun dynamic. Icon is like Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince, but with superpowers, while Rocket is an earnest but fallible woman of the modern times. They play off each other really well. They go on to have a lot of big set-piece stories, but also socially conscious ones. Really tangible topics are often the centerpiece, and they're handled with the subtlety and grace they deserve. As far as powers go, Icon is a little less powerful than some of the characters we've explored so far, but that's because he's a member of a functional interstellar society rather than some all-powerful anomaly. Still, virtual invulnerability, super strength, flight, and energy blast is nothing to scoff at. Costume-wise, it's a little busier than some on the list, but it's a lot more tangible. Like, you can understand how the pieces fit together, even if they're explicitly costumey. There's some 90isms in play, but it's so different from conventional design overall that it gets a pass. Since the line ended in the 90s, they've been trying to awkwardly bring the character into the mainstream DCU, which I have problems with because Superman is a character, so they have to lean into the differences. It's the same problem that Apollo has with the New 52 relaunch, or any attempt to integrate Shazam/Captain Marvel into the mainstream DCU. They just fill similar niches. However, I was very happy to see him in Young Justice. If you can dig up the trade, it is a worthwhile read, and most of the series is available on Comixology as well. The whole Milestone run was really fun and underrated at the time. The most famous character that came out of it was Static, who had a cartoon show in the late 90s, but all of those books were so great. And with DC continuing to try to put new life into the line, I'm sure we will see more from the characters.